Hi guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style, and I've been wanting to make one of these journals that are made out of these envelopes for a long time, and I just never have gotten around to it. So today I have one that it's about, I guess it would be a 12 by 9, just almost 9 inches. And so I'm going to go ahead and give this a whirl. And I'll take this clasp off first. I've been wanting to do this with lace and different textiles rather than paper. So that's what I'm going to do today. Take that off. So what I think I'm going to do is just fold it. And then I'll use this as the whatever you want to call it, the closure. The closure. Okay. So, and the inside, well, let's start with the outside first, shall we? And this will be the front cover, and this will be the back because it will wrap around. So we'll try that. Keeping that in mind, that that's the front. And then I just have a box of all kinds of different laces and items here. So we'll see what we can come up with. I really don't have it planned out, so we'll just wing it. Just cut a little bit here. This one's pretty thick, but hopefully it'll be okay. Just going to piece it together and then take it to my machine and sew it. I know not everybody likes to sew, but I'm gonna do that in this one. I'm pretty sure you could just use Fabri-Tac and glue the whole thing. I do think I want something underneath here, though. I don't really care for the manila folder showing through, so I think I'm just gonna maybe like, it doesn't really matter what's under it, so I'm just gonna take some pages and glue it on. Maybe I'll even wrap that edge over a little bit. And I think I'll use this hole as the closure. So since I'm sewing it on, I don't think I really have to have too much glue on here, you know? Kind of let it, you know what I'm going to do is, this is turning into a hot mess, isn't it? I think I'm going to wrap it over on the edge. Okay. I've been in here all day, in my craft room pretty much all day. I came out and made lunch for the hubster, and then I drove back in. What am I going to do about that? Maybe I'll leave that open for right now. And that one I didn't wrap over. That's the good thing about glue sticks. Try that again. Maybe I can like do this one once, right? Yay. One time. I'll figure that out when I get to it. I might speed this up so you don't have to watch all this craziness. You know, I've been making all the embellishments and stuff, and I just thought, you know, now I've got so many of them ready to go, I need a journal. So here we are. I think that'll be better when I go to put this on, then you won't see so much of that, hopefully none of the manila envelope. I'm going to get this all ready to go, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and just made sure everything was tacked down, that the edges were all covered. And so now I'm just going to see what I can find in this bin of scraps here and see if we can get this covered. There's really, it really doesn't matter where I put this. And I'm just going to cover it as best I can. These are all linens that had either stains or holes and that I've used in other projects. So we'll see what we can come up with. I think I'll take the edge off of this because it's kind of gathered here. Keep that there. Make sure you guys can see everything here. So this one's pretty. It's got a nice edge on it. That might be fun to kind of put it on the edge. Maybe like right here. That looks pretty good, huh? I like it. Yeah, really don't. I mostly work with paper, so this is a little bit odd for me. But I had all these scraps, and I thought, wow, that would be kind of cool. I've seen them, Roxy's Creations. She does them. And I've seen several people, really. If you just put in a search on YouTube, you'll find quite a few of them. But I did actually buy some digital downloads today. I normally do not, I don't have many digital downloads. I bought a kit on Medieval Mirage on Etsy, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I haven't printed everything out yet, but we'll see how that goes. Because I normally like to do everything myself, and I feel like sometimes the kits, you know, they're so like already everything's already done for you, and but I'm wondering if maybe you kind of, you know, use bits and pieces of it. Maybe that would work, you know, and feel more like your own, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So this piece had a hole in it, I think. Yeah. See, there's a hole right there. So I went ahead and cut it. I don't know what to use here. Might be good if I close my glue stick from earlier. Let's see. If you've done one of these, maybe shoot me a comment and let me know if you like doing it this way or if you prefer paper. Let's see how this goes. So it's a beautiful day today, and actually I made plans to go on a little hike with some friends. My hubster and I and another couple, we're going to go on a hike on Saturday, which is super unusual for me. Like, I avoid exercise like the plague. So that will be interesting. This one had a big old stain on it, so I don't feel bad about cutting it up. I couldn't get it out, so yeah, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. We shall see. Let's see what else is in here. Kind of feel like you almost need to put maybe a little bit bigger pieces down first. I don't know, because like I said, I've never done one of these. Now this is going to be the edge that actually hangs over. So I kind of feel like maybe if I left that little, that's the hole right there. So we'll kind of maybe make that little scalloped edge just go over. And all I'm doing right now is just trying to barely tack it on since I'm going to sew it. And maybe I'll put like a focal point or something on the front of it, since it's going to be just neutral colors. Let's see, what else do I have in here? A little piece of this. This was like an old placemat. These are really easy to pick up at estate sales and garage sales, people just getting rid of stuff. I have gotten more ribbon and linens at just garage sales. People just practically give it away at garage sales. You know, it's got a stain on it or something, and sometimes I can get it out. I do try to get everything out that I can. I've been using OxyClean, and I'll put OxyClean in a tub, and I'll fill it with hot water and the OxyClean, and then I'll put the linens in, and I'll let it, sit there overnight. And my goodness, you can get all kinds of stuff out like that. And then I just rinse it out the next morning, and mostly I, let it dry on its own, and then I'll run a light warm iron over it. I think I might save this piece here for the spine. Cut this off. Oh, it's just a little shy. Maybe not. But I've got plenty of other pieces that will work here. Since this got a nasty stain in there. Okay. I hope that noise of the ripping of the fabric isn't too loud. Probably is. Sorry. Let's see. That would be kind of nice there on the edge. Kind of have it overhanging just slightly. Thought that might look good. Really don't want to cover all that up right there. And I gotta watch out for that hole there. This kind of stuff I'm saving. I'm gonna do like a snippet roll. So all this little offcuts here, I'm gonna keep and do a snippet roll. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's see. You guys, I have no idea how this is gonna if this is gonna work out or not. Oh, new territory, which is good, right? Okay. Let's see, what else do I have in here? That's kind of cool. Oh, that was stronger for sure. We can put it there. That would be nice. Okay. Earlier today I was sewing something and I bent my needle. So then I realized I only had one more needle left, so I better make sure I get some more of those sewing needles. Okay. I don't want to get too far off the edge there. What else? What else? Maybe this strip here. And I'm just going to kind of, when I sew, I'm just going to kind of, you know, wind it around. That's what I think I'm going to do anyway. Okay. So far, so good. Do feel like maybe don't want to go quite that big right there. Okay. What do you guys think? It's coming together. I think I've got a little spot here to cover. There we go. And let's see, maybe that somewhere. Boy, that's pretty thick right here. I'm going to cut this edge off. I hope the lighting's okay. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening and the sun's kind of going down. So the light keeps changing in here. Yeah, maybe like that. Trying to get things to go a little bit different direction. Okay. Seems like there's a weird spot right there. A little bit of lace here. Just throw that on there. Go in a different direction. That lace is like has so many holes in it, just basically came through and stuck to my fingers. Okay, you guys, I think that's pretty good. Move this out of the way. Not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this, and I will be right back. Okay, well, it's the next morning, so I went ahead and sewed it, and I just kind of, crazily went around here. And I also, when I sewed and when I glued, I made sure to leave a little bit of leeway right here. And the reason being is I want to put some paper to line the inside, and I want to have some to fold over the edge so that it's not doesn't just stop, but it'll actually roll over the edge. So I'm going to do that, and then I need to put the spine in, and then sew in whatever signatures I want to do on this one. So we're getting close. I'm going to go ahead, and it doesn't matter, I don't think, if you want to put the spine, the reinforcement of the spine in first, or if you want to, and then the paper would cover that, or if you want to do it under. So I think I'm going to put the paper in first. I do believe. So let me just tear off the edges here. Oh, and the paper that I have here is actually a digital that I bought from Roxy's Creation on Etsy. Roxy Creations. And I really like it. I am going to do some paper dyeing here shortly, so I'll make another video of that. I'm going to try some different colors. I'm not going to do regular coffee. I think I'm just going to do like dyes. Experiment with that. Okay. So let's see. If I do that, how wide is this? Wide enough? Not really. Let me see about this one. If I left that on, that's what I'll do, is I'll just tear one side of the paper off on this one. Because that has to be longer. This will be fine for this side. Okay. Glad I saw that now. And it'll be just a little too long, so this one I'll just go to the edge. I don't know why I feel like I have to be so perfect. You really don't. But of course I feel like I'm going to have to be. There we go. So that'll be good for that one. And then this one. There. This one. Probably tear about right There. Just tear it already, right? Okay. There we go. So I think I'll fold the edge over here. It's kind of rounded on the edge here. I'll have to figure that out. But I could at least get it hooked on. See how that works. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on. I'm going to go ahead and use a little Fabri-Tac just because I'm not sure. Get in there. Is there a little something hanging up here? Maybe. Sorry guys, I'm trying to work where you can see it. It's a little hard to hold on to there. Okay. Turn my phone off. All right. So that'll be good because it's just, there's the spine there. I may have to cut a little bit off on the end, but that's okay. Let's see where we're at here. There, and then I'll just glue that down. Sorry if you can hear the vacuum. Okay. Yeah, I'm like loving this. Now, I got back in here this morning and I took a look at it and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm really enjoying all this. I've got tons of fabric when I used to quilt, so maybe I'll get more into the fabric. Oh, and I did put this on last night. So right here I had a piece of lace that had a lot of holes in it. Let's see if you can see that right here. So I put it right over where the hole was. So now when I'm done here, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife and cut out that hole for my tie, for my closure. Okay, so we've got those two on. And you know what? It's really crooked right here. Like it goes from here's the fold. And then as you can tell, it gets a little wider as we go on here. But that's okay because it'll be hidden with my reinforcement. So there you go. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put, I would recommend putting this in before you get to this point, but I missed a step. So I'm just putting a little bit in to hold it down of the Fabri-Tac under here. And I'm going to knock it down with my finger a little bit because that way it won't be bumpy under there. Okay, so there we go. Problem solved. Nice save, right? It would have been okay if I left it that way, but then you would just feel it, you know, loose in there, and I don't really want that. Okay, so we just have one more edge on this side. You're going to see a little bit of this right here, but I'll just go back and ink it, so it'll be fine. It seems like there's always like a little fix, you know? It's not an exact science, right? That's what I love about it. Okay, that little edge. And then if, when I'm done, I may go ahead and go back and just Fabri-Tac the lace and on top of this, just so it doesn't flap up. Copy. All right. I've got a few threads here. I'm going to do this side. And guess what? I'm going to actually glue this first. After I cut this edge. So I'm going to do it maybe about here. Save all these. I'm going to put the flap on first and then glue. So I like it about there. I don't know why I'm crafting in such a tight spot. You guys ever do that where like you have a whole desk and then pretty soon you filled it up with everything and you're crafting on a small, tiny spot? Let's see. There we go. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit. looking good. All right. Knock it down. You don't have to do this if you don't like to touch the glue. Yeah, isn't that pretty paper? Okay, I think I need a little more right here. Move it back over and see what we have. That'll be good. So, and then I'll do something on the front. I'm not quite sure. Depends on what theme this journal takes. So I think the next video I'll do is dyeing some paper, and then I'll go ahead and sew the signature in after this. So this one we'll just finish up with the the spine. Okay, I'll use these big scissors here. This is just a bit long to go in there. Hope you guys can see that. There. Probably could have cut a little bit of this out where it gets bulky when you go to fold it. So I just cut a little corner out there. That is nice. Okay, so let me find my piece of spine that I cut here. It's just some linen that I had. And I'll just make sure that I get that covered, that white edge here. Let's see. Now this Fabri-Tac usually goes right through this linen, so that is definitely why I like to knock it down. All right. And even if it's not even, like you have more on one side than the other, you won't notice it when you get your signatures in. Okay, so there's that. And then this will, as it fills up. And there will be my closure. And then I'll put something through the hole there for a tie to go around it. So that's it. And I'll, like I said, my next video, I'll go ahead and do the dyeing of the paper. And then after that, I'll probably come back and sew the signature in. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.